This country was once known as the golden bird of the world. Sone Ki Chidiya, Chinnada Hakku. This country was the envy of the world. This country was once the reason why Europeans sunk hundreds of ships trying to find a sea route to this very land. It is because of this country that the Americas exist. Americas were discovered in the search to a sea route to our country. That was who we once were, not anymore. Fact is, we have fallen way, 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 way below from what we once were, from what our ancestors once achieved. We have fallen greatly down. We believe that there is no change. We believe that what happened in the past was so different from what is happening now. It's as if a magical land, fantastical land, an epic, a mythical story, a fantasy novel where all the great things happen. That is how our past looks like. And because it looks so magical, it seems totally, totally, and irrefutably impossible to bring about to reality in 2025. That country in which gold, rubies, diamonds was once sold on streetcars in the Vijayanagar Empire is what this country once was. That country who had the most finest piece of literature, the finest piece of language ever written, and I mean by the Mahabharata, the Ramayana, and Kalidasa's poems, is now unable to claim that mantle. That country that once produced genius such as Charakya, Aryabhatta, we can no longer live up to that mantle. That country, which was the first civilization in the world, the first most advanced civilization in this world, the most advanced drainage, advanced seafaring techniques, and advanced trade, advanced city layout, I mean by the Indus Valley civilization, we can no longer claim that mantle either. So what are we? What we are just shadow, bits, pieces, remnants of the great past we once were. To have fallen so low, to have bent so down, and to have put our neck deep into the mud and soil, and to lay in it, to now become the punching bag of the world. We have come a long, long way, and not in a good way at all. I believe that you all are fed up, that you all are tired, and that you all, deep down, are merely disappointed, if I can say, frustrated, and angry at the current state of our nation. No doubt, every one of us loves our country because this country is attached to us. Whether we like it or not, we are bonded to this soil. We are bonded to the rivers. We are bonded to the Ganga River. We are bonded to the Kaveri River. We are bonded to the Deccan Plateau. We are bonded to the alluvial plains of North India. We are bonded to the deserts of Rajasthan, and we are bonded to the jungles of the Northeast. This country makes us what we are, and we will never forget that. But to say we are proud of it, but to say we do not feel disappointment, we do not feel any frustration, would be a self delusion to believe in. I believe that what we once were, we can be once again. I believe if we decide to unite, if we decide to band together, put aside all divisions, all artificial creations to keep us weak, submissive, and inferior, playing second fiddle to the world. If we overcome those, we can be what we once were, and we can even be greater than what we once were. For now, whatever we achieved in the past was only certain geographic areas, a small state, a small kingdom. Hardly any of them were the size of this country, the size of the Republic of India. And to believe what potential we have is truly uplifting. We have the greatest potential in this country, in this world. No other country has more potential than us. But what use is potential if it is being squandered away? What use is the full well if there is no village to drink it from? What use is the green pastures if there are no cows to eat the green grass? And what use is all the money in the world if you're going to die out of cancer in 2 years? Certain sector of society, a small, tiny fraction of the society has been profiteering since 1947. The sector of society has always been coming out on top. Whatever the policy, whatever the party, whatever the state of condition of this country, they have always come out. There is no highs and there is no lows, for they always come out on top. That group of society is burden on our shoulders. The common man's shoulder is already filled with too many burdens. He has to take care of his children, has to take care of his old parents, he has to take care of his extended family. He has to take care of the house. He has to take care of his own health, which he hardly does in that horrible job he works for a measly 12,000 rupees a month. He has to take care of the food for the family, and he has to take care of his children, ensuring a good future for them. And he has to deal with the ups and downs of the economy, the unemployment, the fuel rise, the price hike in food, the excess taxes, the policies. All of them affect the common man. But that certain sector of society does not feel it at all. This part of society is a roadblock. It is the boulder in the way to development, strength, and true greatness. The road to Sone Ki Chidiya once again is being blocked by these people. In front of our eyes, we have seen countries who have been in far worse position than us, who in history have not been Sone Ki Chidiya also, yet now they are. And when we look at those countries, we cannot help but feel shame, feel resentful, feel depressed, frustrated, disappointed. And that country could do it, but our country could not do it. That to enjoy, we go for tourists to that country, to escape from this country. We drop the citizenship of this country to get the citizenship of that country, knowing that just 60, 50 years ago, that country was a hellhole and much worse than us. We have China, we have Taiwan, we have South Korea, we have Japan, we have Singapore, and plenty of other countries who have turned the entire game around, who have shown us that change is possible and change can be brought if it is willed by the people. But how can the Indian people ever will it if they are so divided amongst foolish policies, foolish divisions, class, caste, religion, language? No. All these divisions do not benefit the common man. They benefit that certain sector of society who likes to keep us weak. Because when we are weak, our expectations are low. Because they know that once we were united, just like how we kicked the British, just like how we kicked the Mughals, just like how we kicked the Delhi Sultanates, just like how we kicked the Huns, just like how we kicked the Greeks, just like how we kicked the Macedonians, we can kick them out too. They know that. They fear that. I am just a voice, voicing our frustration, our anger, at the hopelessness, seemingly hopelessness situation of our country. But I know that there is more. I know that what our ancestors can do, we too can do. If our ancestors could make such a great nation, we definitely can. For their blood flows in us. Whatever they had in them, courage, boldness, intelligence, and the noble mindedness to put the community over selfish interest, we too have it in ourselves. We can do it. But for that to happen, we must unite for the sole purpose of cleaning the system and bringing about the reform. To unite in a force, as we have done to every single oppressive invader that has ever come to this country, to reunite at that level once again. And only then can true reforms be brought. Not through any election, not through any party, not through any political party definitely saying, I will promise this, I'll promise that. Because you and I know that so many elections keep coming every month, there's an election somewhere, but real change is lacking. We need to make this country strong. We need to stop being the second fiddle to the world. We need to stop playing games after. We need to stop being in third place. We need to stop being in second place. We need to come to the first place like we once were. It's not impossible because we have done it before. We can do it again.